86 the 𝓚𝓚𝓻𝓵𝓭 tonight, honey. Just so you know, we're all out. Fresh out of 𝓚𝓚𝓻𝓵𝓭.
Yeah, I got them polyps.
Oh, God. You can fuck them, but you can't lick them. Just saying. It's too much.
I mean, you could if you want to. It just gets a little itchy.
No. God, no, please. No, Jesus. What's going on here?
Well, people shouldn't be listening to us when they eat anyway.
Oh. Or while they eat and have sex. Or maybe together. Hopefully. I guess.
Come on! The weekend has landed. All that exists now is clubs, drugs, pubs and parties. I've got 48 hours off from the world, man. I'm gonna blow steam out of my head like a screaming kettle. I'm gonna talk cod shit to strangers all night. I'm gonna lose the plot on the dance floor. The free radicals inside me are freaking, man. Tonight I'm Jip Travolta. I'm Peter Popper. I'm going to Never Neverland with my chosen family, man. We're gonna get more spaced out than Neil Armstrong ever did. Anything could happen tonight, you know? This could be the best night of my life. I've got 73 quid in my back burner. I'm gonna wax the lot, man. The Milky Bars are on me!
And now, live from Rule 34 Studio, I bring you a girl, the whisperer of nuts, the tickler of prostates, and the destroyer of innocence. Here she is, your host, the one, the only, Kinky Kitty.
Hello, and welcome to the show. And what can I say? You know,
yeah,
I do
have to live up
like
to your
that.
name.
Yeah.
Right.
This is Kinky Katie's World, number 436. I am your host, Kinky Katie, and with me, as always, is my absolute favorite flesh-covered fucktoy, the one and only Mr. SC.
Right.
We just recently celebrated an anniversary.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure. Uh-huh.
I don't know. Well, a lot of people were like, you guys are married? Yes.
Right. Yeah, we've been married for 11 years.
Yeah.
Right.
Together for like 19.
Yeah. We've been married 11.
That's right.
Please. What? What? 311? What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's big in the 90s. Early 2000s.
Right. It just fits.
It does.
Right.
It really does. Anywho. Oh my gosh, we're coming to you live from Rule 34 Studio, Kinky Katie Radio, and RadioChaos.net. I've been kind of like prepping like all day, and yeah. So right. I'm I can't tell you how much energy is going to be in this episode.
You got plenty of energy. You're good. You've been saving it up all day.
Do.
Right. You've been napping, eating, and screwing.
Yeah.
Your favorite things.
Well, that's such a great friggin' Saturday, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I would say like, you know, cooking, eating, napping, fucking.
Right. Worked out for me.
Worked out for me too. Well, I've got some fun stuff for you guys to, for us to talk about tonight that I think you're going to enjoy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
And if not, suck it, people. It's okay.
You know? I don't know why you're so aggro to the listeners. Poor listeners.
Poor listeners.
They just tune in to have a good time.
Poor listeners.
They want to giggle a little. Whatever, maybe see some boobies.
Oh, they giggle a little. Oh right. My gosh. People are like, oh, I can't believe how much Twitter has changed. I'm like, I have not seen a change at all. I have not been affected whatsoever. I'm not paying $8 to be verified. I've been trying for years to get verified, but I'm not paying the $8.
Right.
I'm not doing that. I wanted to get it on my own merit. God damn it. Yeah. So you know it's me.
Well, at this point, at this point, when you get it, that's just what's assumed anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, you paid for it. Great.
You know, and speaking of, fuck you, Lisa Ann.
Right. Why are you saying that?
Well, Lisa Ann, she's now, she's a porn actress.
Correct.
Real big tits. She did, Sarah Palin parody porn, whatever.
She does podcasting sometimes, or did at one point for the Gas Digital or whatever.
Something like that, like just
been around for a long ass time. OG, double OG,
right? That's probably what her tits are. I think she had them reduced.
She held up pretty good, and I don't know. Anytime I've seen her talk, she seems okay.
Okay, well, anyway, she did an interview. She wants Elon Musk to ban X-rated content on Twitter.
Yeah. Well,
excuse me.
What's her point? Why?
Why? It's like, what? You don't do porn anymore, or do you still do porn?
Why did she say?
Oh, former porn stars demanding that Musk ban X-rated content on Twitter when he takes over the company.
Yeah, reason being, like, what's your thinking here? I mean, are you just saying that
she said because it's
diluting the all the nudies, and she wants to have a little bit bigger market share? I mean, what?
She says the platform is currently the largest distributor of illegal content to minors.
Okay.
And that's her problem.
Right.
That's her thing.
Right. The other ones don't distribute that to anybody that clicks on them either.
No, that would never, ever happen.
Pornhub, it doesn't happen. You know, I mean, all the people who click yes that they're 18 are definitely 18, right?
So I tweeted to at Elon Musk on Twitter, and I said, please don't delete me. This is the only place I can put my nudes on for free.
Right. Exactly.
So if you free the nipples, save the titty.
Right. No. At least have one place that you're allowed to put a free boobie up just because.
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel right charging people like $5 a month or something for an OnlyFans, and I'm like, I don't feel like putting shit on there or whatever.
And if you feel like putting something on there, you put something on there. You do it at your own leisure.
Right. Yeah.
That's the way it should be. Not if I don't have 3 posts a day, staggered out at these times.
Right.
And if I'm not, 2 of them need to show this, one of them needs to be the kind of like that. Yeah, no, doesn't sound like fun anyway to me.
I mean, I take care of my own social media. I don't have other people that answer my emails. I know, like you couldn't tell. You're like, Jesus Christ.
Well, that's what I'm saying, really.
Shut up.
Could have fooled me. You have a crack team on that, don't you?
Some crack.
Anyway, leave the boobies on Twitter, please, God, Lord, Jesus. I mean, that's literally the only reason I go to look at Twitter, is to literally look at boobs. I mean, that's it. That's the only thing that... I
mean, you could see boobs, you can see puss, you can see dicks, ass, total full-on fucking.
Right,
men,
that is my
women,
style, exactly.
Trans, it does not matter. You can see it, and I think that's grand.
Well, and when that's what you go there for, like the problems that people have with it just don't even affect you. You're like, I don't know what you're talking about, because I go to look at girls and guys, and that's it. I'm not getting social commentary from anybody. I'm not,
I was talking about, what about the ads and stuff? There's ads. I rarely scroll through my homepage feed, whatever. I just post shit on my profile, and then
look at your mentions.
People like them or don't like them, and they tell me whatever. That's it.
DM people.
That's right. So
the way it should. Use it the way you want. You just don't want to be barred from doing it. Yeah. Please don't ban me. Please. Everybody else is throwing me off of everything.
Some people think my pussy's pretty. Oh, we haven't talked about this subject in quite a while.
What's up?
And since we recently saw it on a body mod YouTube video, we're talking about buttons, belly buttons to be precise.
What about
Well,
what about them?
You know how we know someone personally who has removed his belly button.
Would do it full sneech. Full star belly sneech.
And you have a complete thing about your belly button.
I don't like things in there now. I don't know why you're talking about it. I don't know why. I don't like you talking about it right now. Why don't you keep my button's name out your mouth? Keep it out your mouth.
No.
And definitely keep it out your mouth.
I'm going to stick my tongue. I'm going to probe it later.
I don't really. Now, for me, it turned out at one point I had a hernia for my entire life in my belly button. I always thought I had an outie belly button, because I did. I had like a little outie belly button. So anyway, when I get into, I don't know, 30s, my mid 30s, something like that. I mean,
yeah, it's your mid 30s.
Had a hernia, and anytime I strained, it would come out like puffing stuff out of the
guts.
Out of the outie belly button. So my belly button would go the size of a tennis ball, and you could shove everything back in and go, so forever, that thing was literally painful. So anytime you dug around in there, it hurt, and I didn't like it. So there was no fucking around on my belly button ever.
So anyway, now he still has this thing about his belly button.
Right.
But I wanted to say,
stop. Why did you just say its name?
Because
you just mentioned it again. We literally just had the conversation about not mentioning it, and you went right and did what?
Because it goes along with what I'm gonna tell you. Not your belly button, so don't worry about it. This is, instead of having your glasses up like you're preparing for something.
I'm just saying. I want to be ready to move.
I'll get my nail file.
Okay. Whatever. Yeah, screw you and your fucking nail file.
All right, this woman.
No, I couldn't look up at you because I have only the reading ones on. So I look up, I'm like, what am I doing? I can't. What are you doing over there? You're blurry.
I'm hiding in the mist anyway.
You are.
My old lady mist.
Well, that's right. It's the 2 bears, 1 cave mist. Anyway.
They go hard on the paint on that
What
one.
were we talking about now that I can see you?
Okay, instead of not having one button or no button, this woman has 2 belly buttons.
That's a lot to defend,
Because
really.
the doctor said that she absorbed her twin in the womb, but she has an extra belly button.
Wait. So there was a belly... Jesus.
Sorry,
lady.
she sewed up the top one.
Okay. Well, if it doesn't bother her, it doesn't bother her. But, if it were me, I would be horrified by having extra belly buttons. But, maybe her belly buttons didn't hurt her.
It'd be kind of fun, though, if you could maybe, put a giant piercing through it, pierce both of the belly buttons.
You could probably do some cool piercing action with it.
Like that long.
Right. Right. And anytime you pet the one that used to be your sister, you could have fond thoughts of you guys in the womb. Like you guys were sharing a womb.
You're delicious.
Oh, sister. Oh, you gave your life for me. You nourish me.
That's what sharks do. Sharks, when they're in their womb, they'll
hatch and eat.
They hunt each other.
Right.
They say they usually have, they'll get pregnant with 8, but only 2 or 3 will survive because the other ones got eaten.
Yeah.
Dude, that's some brutal shit.
Well, they're eating machines, really.
Well, yeah.
I mean, they're underwater dinosaurs.
And they scare the shit out of me.
Well, they're fish. And now, don't tell me a barracuda or even a tarpon's not going to kill you, but you've been close enough up to big tarpon.
Yeah, I don't want to be in there either.
Well, but you've been close enough up to them to just understand that fish... And if you're in the water, it doesn't,
It's their house, motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying. And you can't even breathe down there.
No.
You're screwed. You're double screwed.
That's right.
You're not going to like what happens at all.
But they do say that you're 10 times more likely to get bitten by another person in New York than you are a shark.
Probably.
So we'll see.
You're not well, so we'll see. Cousin got bit by a shark.
So we'll see.
We'll see.
Motherfuckers got gills.
I mean, I don't know. I've met a few people who've been bitten by shark and they weren't major bites or anything.
I was bumped.
And they were usually when they stepped on them.
Yeah, that's what they say.
It happens a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, in South Florida anyway, just because you'll be wading out and you're just walking around and you could step on a stingray or I've stepped on a stingray before or a ray. I don't know which kind we have here. Sting, manta. I don't know which is, I think a stingray. Anyway.
We have several.
They burrow themselves underneath the sand in a foot of water.
Flop around.
Yeah, you're what the hell's going on there?
Yeah, let's go.
Right.
No, but I was bumped in the leg.
You got bumped.
I did.
I don't know what it was.
It was a shark. Okay. No, I knew exactly what it was. I saw it.
Yeah, a little nurse shark probably.
I don't fucking care.
Well, nurse sharks don't
But I've swam a few times with nurse sharks, which is really fucked up, but I had to because I was in sea camp.
I mean, not only are they not aggressive, but I mean, I've seen them latch on to people and they have sandpaper teeth.
Yeah.
So it's even if you could get them to bite you,
it's still not bad.
Nothing's happening.
No.
You're fine.
The worst, you're just like a sea dog.
I mean, you'd rather have a nurse shark than even a barracuda.
Oh, fuck yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Uh-huh.
No, there's no way I want a barracuda.
Oh, me neither. They have really big giant teeth.
Jesus Christ.
Prehistoric looking. And you're worried about sharks. There's all kinds of other things that'll kill you down there.
I'm worried about everything in the
There's
ocean.
sea snakes for crying out loud.
There's fucking jellyfish the size of your thumbnail that could kill you in 2 seconds.
No damn jellyfish the size of my thumbnail's killing me. You can eat my taint.
Just don't go around it.
That's right.
Jellies.
The jelly's got no chance. I'm going to consume it. I'm going to eat it.
There was a Michigan murderer. He ate the balls of one of the dudes that he killed. He met on a dating app.
Right.
And he's like, why don't you come over? And then the guy got scared. Like they ended up going and hanging out. You know, he even took him to his one like basement playrooms.
As serial killers do.
Of course. And it's kind of in the serial killer handbook.
Yeah.
Well, the guy got away. Terrified, ran to a neighbor's house, banged on the door. The guy finally says, like, I need to use your phone. I'm really fucking terrified. This guy is coming after me.
Yeah.
The guy pulls up in the dude's driveway, gets out of the car. They're both wearing like harnesses and like underwear, and that's it. And he's like, oh no, we're just messing around.
Yeah, we're just having a good old fashioned fun time here.
It's
a couple of dudes and some harnesses.
So the neighbor was like, yeah, okay, you guys do your thing.
Right. Uh-huh.
Well, he ended up stringing the dude up naked upside down, stabbing him in the back and giving him like the whole cut down his spine thing.
Okay, the whole cut down his spine thing?
Well, cut a slit through his spine, like cut his spine like from
tail
like
to tail?
coccyx to neck.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Really? No, I don't know what you mean. I'm just going along with you. So, yeah, okay, he's cutting him.
I'm trying to paint you a picture. He's hanging upside down. He's naked. So he's taking a knife and almost like you're cutting a deer or something, but you're just shoving it in his back and dragging it down.
Right. You're getting very descriptive here. So he's using a knife. I'm going to go on a limb here and say it wasn't like consensual. This wasn't like something like a scenario.
No.
Well, you say it that way. However, we know lots of people that like to play in very strange ways.
Yes, I know, but no, because this guy ran to someone else for help, and then he was just like,
sure that's not part of the fantasy too?
Mm.
Those people are into that. They want the whole horror fantasy.
Well, I don't know.
You sure?
Well,
we'd have to question anybody who ran up on our door. Hey, help. Wait a minute. Are you guys in a scene? If you're in a scene, blink twice. He blinked.
We really unknowingly helped along. We're accomplices to this.
Anyway, I just want to respect your kink, and I don't want to fuck up your scenario. You know what I mean?
So he had him bleed out into buckets that he had already prepared, because apparently he's done something like this before, and he didn't want to. They
usually do when they get this complicated into it. You know what I mean?
He didn't want to waste anything, so before butchering him, he cut his nuts off and ate them, like cooked them and ate them, and then dismembered him and put him in the freezer.
Or like killed him first? I mean, he was dead first, right?
No, he actually was. He was partially alive when he got his nuts cut off, because he was bleeding out at the time. So yeah. At least that's what the coroner said, but
you know,
I mean they know more than I do.
I mean, at some point, you know, as a coroner, you got to like you know, omit certain things. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like whether he was alive or dead when he got his testicles removed. You could just, you know, I don't know. It's undetermined.
Still gone.
Really.
They're now
what's the point? Now, anybody that knew this poor dude's always thinking of his last moments is he's getting sliced up live, slowly.
Filleted.
Non-consensually too. Let me point that out. Not by consent.
There was a dude who was kind of following that Liver King diet thingy.
Raw liver people.
And he's like, my favorite snack, and I swear to God, he took a bite and I thought it looked like for a minute he was gonna lose it, but he's like, this is great. He's like, my favorite snack is a raw bull testicle with like a quarter of a stick of butter cut lengthwise in the middle, like a butter hot dog sandwich. Right. So it's just pure butter and ball.
Nut and butter. Honey, I want one of them Rocky Mountain nut and butter sandwiches. Hook it up, honey.
Extra thick.
Give me that good Irish butter we got in there. It's real yellow. Give it to me. You know it's what I want.
Grass fed.
Does not sound good. It sounds texturally, it's going to be a problem.
It sounds disgusting. It looked even worse because I saw it. I watched the dude fucking bite, and he's like talking about it. It's like, just fucking take a bite.
Right.
Took a bite. He was like, for a second. He's like, this is the best thing I've ever had.
Right.
It's like, you're fucking, no.
Yeah, no. Well, a lot of those, I'm not a big ball eater in any, I've never had a ball that I know of. You know what I mean? I'm not sure. Maybe I wouldn't know. But, you get some takeout from somewhere and it could have something in it. I'm
Rooster
not
testicles
sure.
Or turkey testicles.
But I've not knowingly ever eaten a testicle. I don't think.
I thought you've had like a little, they slice and thin and fry them at the Rocky Mountain Oyster Festival. Have a ball at
I don't think I have.
A lamb fry?
I don't think so. No. Yeah, there's lots of different names for nuts. Right. But typically I can't think of like any time in even hunting anything or killing. I've seen people eat them and I'm just like, no, it's all you, bro. Like, whatever. They
look like they have a strange texture when they're cooked.
This is what I hear on videos on YouTube. You know what I mean? I hear it's a textural kind of a different thing going on. You know,
it looks kind of like it'd be gritty or like mealy.
Yeah, chewy. Really, I'm going with chewy.
I'm not talking about like the sack itself. I'm talking about the internal,
the nut. Right,
the producer of said
squiggly alien looking things. Pancake batter.
Life. Batter. Yes, pancake batter.
Batter, correct. Mm-hmm. We could say jizz.
One of the main, yeah, no, we say that really. We're not monetized. So.
No. Well, exactly. And the only people that find the videos are the ones who actually go look for them specifically.
That's right.
Which is, they're there, and I am grateful for it.
But here's the thing that I can't sit here though and just fucking like rub one out and just sploosh, because that
it's a little bit too far.
Yeah, that does go far.
Well, I kind of understand it, I guess.
But
what are you gonna do?
I wonder if you put like a sheet up. And then you could hear the and then
it doesn't show anything.
See squirt.
It doesn't show. Yeah,
like
no, but that's
marks
fine. That's terms of service. That's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. You can't say what anything is.
That's right.
Right.
I was using my electric toothbrush and I spilled a glass of water as I was rinsing.
And it depends on whether it's titillating kind of a thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, I use big words there.
Anything could be titillating to the right person.
It really could. And that's
34, boy.
We know this. So technically, no matter what you put on there, it is titillating. You just
to somebody.
You just don't know it.
Just said there's an ask for a receipt.
If you made a video, if you made a TikTok, if you made an Instagram post, somebody could have done something to that, for sure.
Oh yeah.
In any
there
scenario.
Are people that send me tributes. They're hey, I like this picture of you, and I printed out and jizzed on it.
But that makes sense. You're putting out boobs and we talk about sex, so like that makes sense,
right?
But then there's other things like who knows?
This was my high school graduation, you weirdo. No.
Or not even somebody who's like a cook and just posts food they cook. And maybe they're in it a little bit, and there's somebody, for sure getting off on food. 100%.
Yeah, hi.
Is there anybody actually masturbating to food porn? Like actual masturbation?
I'm sure that there are.
Seems like a different fit to me, though. You know what I mean? Like, it's like a different kind of a thing that you're going for when you're,
Well, there was a guy, there's a show that's called Come Dine With Me.
Okay.
And there's about 3 or 4 contestants and they each have to throw a dinner party.
Okay.
And they're all together for a week.
Okay.
To see which one wins. And at the end when you win, you win like money and shit. Well, this guy, he decided to bring up a dinner conversation with everyone, and he's like, yeah, I always like to buy a snack when I know the girl's gonna come home with me. He's in the middle of snogging, which is, having a makeout fest
right
over in the England. UK. He likes to take a snack break. Like he was talking about how one of his turn-ons and pickup lines too is he'll get one of those doner kebab sandwiches and keep it in his side table. So when they're like going at it, then he'll like stop and he's like, "You like kebabs?" And they pull one out.
That seems like a tough one to me. Like I could want to do all kinds of things to somebody, and then they'd stop in the middle of it to pull out a turd kebab, you know?
Oh.
Well, I'm just saying, just a kebab that's like some unknown meat in a log-shaped form wrapped in a falafel.
It's like, I just met you.
Like, and we're in the middle of doing stuff, and you're like, hey, you want a snack? Like, I don't know if that's doing it for me.
It's like,
I don't know if it is.
Why?
But then again, if I really wanted to do it, I wouldn't give a fuck. I'd be like, sure.
Dude, I would
We're going crazy with the cheese whiz now, I guess. I guess that's what we're doing.
I would totally have my pussy eaten and then just have like a good slice of fucking pizza.
Right?
Oh my God, that'd be so great.
Would it? I don't know.
That's the lazy princess thing. It's just, sit there and just, fucking munch my box, and then I'm just kicking back
to
with
me,
a piece of pizza.
It kind of seems a lot like you going to take a crap in the morning and you're bringing your breakfast sandwich with you. To me, you look like that, but it's the same kind of a feeling to me with eating food to eat food, or if I'm playing with the food, I could eat it while I'm playing with it, but I would be splashing. Like if I was splashing in the food.
Oh, that's different.
Then I might be okay, but like enjoying the actual food at the same time. I just,
it's two things
that's a square peg in a round hole.
It depends who you talk to, and it depends who you talk to.
I'm just saying, it's like you sitting backwards on a toilet and
eating a bowl of cereal.
Right. And I'm sure lots of people do that.
I do not do that.
It seems weird to me for whatever reason.
Yeah, because I'm not peeing or taking a shit. I'm getting my pussy licked.
Okay.
That's different.
It's not far off.
Not far off. What are you trying to say?
What do you mean? What am
my pussy tastes like asshole?
No, well, your pussy is, I don't know if you've ever noticed, it is literally the closest part on your body to your butthole.
Yes.
Okay.
You're right.
So let's start there.
Don't give me that face. Don't just say like, and?
Well, I'm just saying, when you ordering a pie later? Eat the box.
Fine,
I'm eating some pizza.
Screw you. I just like pizza.
I mean, I could see it like with your whippet container. That sounds like a good time. Yeah. If you want to make whipped cream while having, I understand that.
Oh yeah, no, that's happened.
I know, and it's great.
Yes.
Yes, I know.
It's not pizza, though.
It's worth every bit of it.
Yeah, it really is.
The pizza during sex,
I don't know. Sometimes I want a slice of pie.
I mean, okay, later we'll try. I'll bring a little charcuterie tray and I'll just set it up on your chest and just as I'll just take a little snack tray with some meats and cheeses.
Sounds good. Put olives on there.
Oh, see? You're not
eating them.
No, we're going to go with doner kebab and some Thai food stir fry. And I'm thinking maybe a hot pot.
A friend of mine had told...
I want to do a hot pot.
A friend of mine had told me that she did use this one sauce from this one Chinese place a lot to drizzle over her man and like lick it off. Like that was like one of her things.
Like honey, like anything else, you're, applying peanut butter. I don't know. I'm sure people do it.
No, I'm just saying. I was like,
people in a puppy play, I'm sure, are playing peanut butter lick it off time.
Mm-hmm.
Who else would you be playing now with? I mean, obviously, you're doing some kind of fetish puppy play if you're having peanut butter lick it off time, right?
Well, I mean, it's definitely in your dating application on the website. Are you allergic to nuts?
I wonder if that's
peanut butter
a thing at all with anybody who puppy plays. I mean, the fact that I'm mentioning it probably means it definitely is a thing for somebody to literally do the peanut butter licking off scenario during their as a part of their puppy play.
No, I would you?
I mean, I would think so, right?
I can almost guarantee you.
Well, could you? I need proof. If anybody out there is into puppy play and you've actually played the peanut butter lick it off game, please let her know.
And if you don't know what that means, just hey, if you're into puppy play and you're dressed like a dog, do you smear peanut butter on another person's genitalia and go to town?
Right. Like people do.
Like like people do.
Yeah. So. She wanted it. You can't tell me she don't want it. I can tell that girl. I've known her ever since. I've held that puppy since she was this damn big. I know her. She loves me, Katie. Oh my God. She loves me.
There's a dude that was allergic to his own orgasm. And he actively avoids sleeping with his girlfriend. He says that he suffers from a rare disease that causes him to experience flu-like symptoms whenever he comes.
Well, I've heard we've talked about the people before who get headaches, like right away, and then it's something or other.
Right.
But he's allergic. I think it would be funnier if you were allergic to the other person having an orgasm.
Some people are,
like your partner. Like, no, I'm allergic to you having an orgasm.
Yeah.
No, so we can fuck, but you can't get off if I'm around. You got to get off on your own.
I forgot the house and I don't have an EpiPen.
Right. Uh-huh.
God. So, yeah, I don't know.
We could just get into everything that you're not into so we can guarantee you're not going to like it. Oh, so like normal.
That's not true, and you know it.
Well, it's because I was just saying I wouldn't want to have a large pizza during, that's what I was thinking.
Sure.
That's like your ultimate, apparently. It's on your bucket list.
No, it's not. I've already done that.
Yep. Eating pizza.
That's how I know that I like it. Come on now. This is not just some sort of thing that I thought of in my mind. Be like, it'd be really cool. No, this has happened.
For a second there, I thought you were talking about the peanut butter licking game.
Oh God, no.
What do you mean, no? You've never put peanut butter on somebody's genitalia and tried to lick it off?
No, other foods, yes, though.
Well, I'm just saying.
But not peanut butter.
It doesn't sound that far out there. Now, what did you think I was saying?
I wasn't sure. I thought you were insinuating something else.
That you were playing Lick 'em Low with old Rover?
With Fido? No.
Yeah, no? Are you sure? Oh. Anybody named Fido? You're just calling him Fido, but he's not really a Fido.
But I was talking about the whole...
He's a lawyer.
Pizza thing.
For
I'm
Coral
a lawyer.
Springs.
No, I was talking about, like, if the internet was an actual thing when this happened to me, because there was a time before that, and I was alive, and...
Says the condescending old lady.
Whatever, I
don't my day.
Fucking care. Get off my lawn.
Then.
Y'all should be sterilized.
So, what are you talking about?
Anyway.
The younger people are actually getting, for me anyway, the younger people, they're okay. I don't worry about the Generation Z people. I really don't. I think they have their heads on a little bit better than the millennials, for sure.
Anyway, so going back to what the fuck I was talking about. Oh, God, what the hell was... Oh, yeah. I mean, I was 352 pounds.
Right.
I mean, if I knew that I could make money off of this shit, just sit here and just keep getting fatter and eating, I'd be like, oh my God, this is what I'm doing.
Right.
And then, yeah, someone having sex with me and going down on me while I'm eating. Are you kidding me? It's fucking great.
Can I make whipped cream too?
Sure. Fuck it. Just bring me a tub of ice cream and a big old spoon. I'll sit there and watch TV while you go. I don't care.
Right.
It's great. But yeah, but if I could make movies back then, I totally would do it. Totally would.
Right.
Totally would. All right, let's go to an episode of Rule 34, and when we come back, dude, this poor guy, I feel so bad for him, but we'll talk about that, and we're also going to talk about the bottomless bikini. So stick around. And welcome back to Kinky Katie's World, Rule 34 Studio, KinkyKatieRadio.com, and RadioChaos.net. What's the matter with you?
I don't know. You were right to the end there. You were pushing it. You're literally over there taking a selfie. I was like, hey, you know it's coming. I know
it's coming.
Mark.
But you know, I was just trying to snap it real quick before...
It's like your thrill masturbation. Same idea.
Yeah, I guess so.
The thrill selfie.
I like to get completely lost and during the headlight look and just not know what the fuck I'm gonna say or what I'm supposed to say and when.
Right.
But On that note, you can get me on Twitter at KinkyKittyRadio, KinkyKittyRadio.com, KinkyKittyRadio@gmail.com. You can Google me because I like it. You can also get me on YouTube and Instagram. Smash that like and subscribe. I know. you really every time I say that.
Right.
So I don't say it often, but whatever. Fuck it.
You might as well, though. Really.
Yeah.
Do something. You know how YouTube works, you weirdos. We don't have to tell you how it works. You get it. You watch it.
Maybe.
Yeah. Do
Possibly.
something. Hook brother up.
So there's a new ad that's out because the holidays are coming up, and Planters Peanuts, they have this whole display, and it says, "And to all a good nut."
Okay. Well, it's No Nut November, really, supposedly.
Yeah, but everyone's like, oh my God, they didn't think that through. And how could they say that? I'm like, oh no, they totally thought that through. This is very intentional.
Yes. You gotta ride that nut wave.
And he's posing holding a handful of nuts inside of a snow globe.
Who is this again?
Planters Peanut guy, Mr. Peanut.
Oh, Mr. Peanut.
Yeah.
Holding nut.
Instead of to all a good night, it's to all a good nut.
Huh.
Yeah. Wow. So he's in a ball with white. But anyway, it's outrageous.
The things that make you laugh.
A lot of dumb shit makes me laugh.
The nut holding the nut. It's a double nut in a snow globe. It's so funny.
Double entendre.
What are you gonna do?
What do you mean? What am I gonna do?
I don't know. It's cute. It's adorable. I need it.
I kind of want to keep that display, or at least the top part of it. I don't know why.
I need one now, please, God, Lord. I want to own it.
Yeah. Some weird reason there's a thing. I don't even think that I wanted to talk about this, but I'm just gonna just say this is like no.
Just so you know, I had rejected this. I really didn't want to talk about it at all. I thought it was dog shit. But here you go. Here's some dog shit.
No, because I mean, a lot of the time. Anyway, well, they're saying that people are having less sex than they ever have been.
Right.
And that just makes you think of too the compliment that we got earlier that there's a fan that thanked me for helping his wife be a slut.
Nice.
Or more of a slut. So I think
get on some of that cool. Dick.
That's right.
Climb on it. Do something.
Come on, ride it.
Have some fun. What are you doing?
Bounce on that disco stick.
It's
Let
like,
me get her bad on the disco stick.
It's almost free to have sex, or it probably is free. You know, depending on what you're into.
I've never paid for sex.
Well, sometimes
emotionally,
some of the things that you want to do to have sex involve setting something up that might cost money.
No, that's true.
Maybe you need some equipment.
Okay, well, that's not. I mean, that's paying it for like indirect ways. Because whatever. Yeah. I mean, I've been paid for sex. You know, if someone takes me out to dinner, or blah blah blah, or takes her drinks, or just
bought
flat
me a drink,
or flat out said, "Here's $50." Can I have a handy? All right.
Right.
But, so if there are people like, I've never been a prostitute. Yes, you have. Shut up. I don't care what you say. In some form or another, you have.
You just don't have a menu board out front. That's all.
That's right. I don't.
It's not upfront pricing.
Yeah, we don't hang out at the bar at the Bunny Ranch, and then once you come back to my dwelling, I hand you a menu card, and we're like, okay, this is what
you're doing. It's a la carte.
We are out of this option today. So, sorry.
Right.
Come back next week, honey, and I promise we'll have it back on the menu.
We 86 the 𝓚𝓚𝓽𝓼 tonight, honey, just so you know. We're all out. Fresh out 𝓚𝓚𝓽𝓼.
Yeah, I got them polyps.
Oh, God. You can fuck them, but you can't lick them. Just saying. It's too much.
I mean, you could if you want to. It just gets a little itchy.
No, God, no, please. No, Jesus. What's going on here?
Well, people shouldn't be listening to us when they eat anyway.
Oh. Or while they eat and have sex. And or. Maybe together. Hopefully. I guess.
So, oral, anal, and audible. They're eating something, they're having anal sex, and they're listening. All right, so
That's a lot of words consecutively that you're asking me to decipher and put together.
I have faith in you.
You have to keep things into one thing and one thing that locks together, and then I can handle it. You know,
do you think I can handle that?
If you have like a multiple 3-dimensional object and you need me to fit it into another 3-dimensional, you know, where you flip things and you mirror things, and it's going to take me a second to figure it out.
All right, Coco the gorilla. I'll update your soundboard so you can just press the button.
Banana.
Lube.
Right. Sandwich.
Yes, sandwich. Getting back to this whole thing, though, it says that the latest sex trends report shows Canadians are ready for good time in 2023.
Are they there?
Yeah.
They're ready for a good time up there, are they?
Oh, that's so I hear, though.
You're going straight Fargo.
Do people? I know, I do. People,
what are you doing?
There's some people that giggle at it because they know that I'm kidding, but there's other people that get really pissed, like, we don't fucking talk like that.
Or then there's a whole lot of other people that don't even like recognize the difference. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, sounds different than American. That's all I know. Doesn't sound like normal American.
You look jolly, so you know.
Kind of jolly.
I had someone actually tell me too when I was before I lost a bunch of weight. It's like, I don't want you to lose weight. I said, why? He said, because then you won't be jolly anymore.
That's a good descriptive word.
I'm like, that's exactly what fat chicks want to hear is jolly.
I'm gonna file that right next to brave, you dick nose. What happened?
Fucking
Are you having a stroke?
Maybe. Under the table.
Bell's palsy now. What?
There's fucking I can't stand when people it's mean. All right, so I'm gonna tell you out there when they tell you it's like, oh my gosh, like you're so brave. We've talked about that before. We're so brave for doing that or wearing it. I said, and then they follow it up with, I would never do that myself.
Well, that's a passive aggressive technique there.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a microaggression. It just is. You have to take that like as an assault in some way, shape, or form.
Say, wow.
And you have to immediately strike back, or you're going to get your milk taken every day at lunch.
You were very confident you'd be able to pull off that hairstyle. Good for you.
Right. And I can tell you're not the kind of person that will ever be that comfortable to do anything like this in public. Oh, I'm sorry. You know.
It's like, oh, so how many people have called you Karen yet?
Right. It must be tough for you. I mean, your name is Karen, right? I mean, it is, right?
There's a restaurant that is called Karen's.
Uh-huh.
And it's kind of like those Dick's Last Resort places where all the waitresses are rude to you. Like, that's their number one thing is they are rude to you, they are mean to you, they are fucking Karens.
Like, that's part of the
shtick.
Yeah.
It's part of the thing.
It's the shtick of the restaurant.
Right. And even the owner is a woman and she's like, fuck yeah, this is what I want. You know, like everybody in food service is like, I want to work here. Well, sure. So many people have written like complaints and like they made me cry. They go, she went too far.
Well, you know, you signed the waiver when you walked to the door, dummy.
I mean, you know why you're going there. So
I mean, that goes right back to the eternal somebody asking you to humiliate them, and then you do, and they're like, "Oh my god, this is too much."
Yes, and we are talking to you directly, dude with little dick.
Right.
You.
It could be any of you.
Yeah, it could be any of you.
Every one of them are going, it's totally me. God damn it, I know it's totally me.
But I wrote that email 2 years ago. She couldn't be talking about me.
No,
it had to be someone recently.
No, any little dick person that you have been in contact with at all in the last several years is definitely thinking it's them, and maybe it is you. You don't know, but understand that it's probably not, because there are other little dick pathetic dudes that has to be, which is. It's strange to me too, like wanting that to happen. But I mean, the people who are into it, I mean, they're into it, and they really do want to be humiliated, but
begging for a long time. I mean, ad nauseum. And then once you do it,
well, I mean, you have to.
Oh my God.
Well, it's one of those things, just like a lot of things. Sometimes you try to stick things up your butt sometimes to see what that's like, So maybe you tried to put something in you that was a little bit too large, and you live and you learn. The problem with humiliation is you go, oh my God, people have heard this. They heard somebody do this to me.
Yeah.
But you can't. It's a no takesies back. It's like the tattoo of.
No takesies backsies.
It's like the tattoo of the fetish world, right? Like you're going to wear that. If you ask to be publicly humiliated, especially to people that and you thought that might be a good idea, whatever happens after that, you're an owner. Like you asked for that. And now you have to suffer whatever consequences that
there's like some men that go out in public, like to an airport or to whatever, and are wearing I mean, they're fully
lingerie or whatever,
or like a slutty hooker outfit and heels, but they look like Grandpa George, and that
sure,
and it's totally because they're making wait a minute. It's not like someone's totally making them do it, but I mean, usually, most of the time,
it's part of their dynamic.
It's right.
Yeah, it's something that they want.
Right, and they know people are going to take pictures of them.
Well,
and
consensual humiliation is literally what we're talking about.
Yes. Yes.
And people are entitled to do that because you play whatever game you want to play. And
I don't give a fuck what you want to do as long as you're not hurting anybody.
Really, especially something like that. Like if that's what you want to do it. However, when it happens, it happens. Like
right.
You can't.
You fucked around and found out.
You found out it wasn't for you. But just don't cry. Well, you might cry about it, but hey, don't take it too rough.
What are you gonna do? Cry?
Well, I'm just saying, don't take it too rough. Things happen. Whatever. I mean, at the end of the day, people aren't gonna
Or if you've ever been a part of any of my social media, you know how much of a cunt I can be. So kind of want to put two and two together, especially if you listen to this show. I'm not playing a character most of the time.
But you're actually pretty nice. So I don't know what you're talking about. You're actually really nice.
Stop it.
You are. You get pissy sometimes, certainly.
I have a very short fuse, though. I mean, there are things, I can only take so much of something before I'm a little.
But you're entitled to that.
I'm like a hungry brat that needs a nap. I get fucking. I'm like,
that doesn't mean you have to think of yourself as being, because for the most part, you go out of your way to be nice to people who are nice to you. Like you don't try to be a dick to somebody who's not trying to be a dick to you. But, but at some point when somebody goes, messages you too often, says something and you go, hey, that's over my boundary. You need to stop. And
then they don't stop and you're like, okay, dude.
Well,
here we go.
But you're entitled. You don't even think that you're feeling, you know what I mean? I wouldn't even consider that you're not doing anything wrong. All you're doing is setting your boundary. Hey,
right.
You went too far. Now I'm telling you, don't get butthurt about it. And I'll talk to you some other time.
Or also, I mean, I'm fucking old enough now and all of this is such childish bullshit and I don't need to deal with it. So why am I even engaging? It's like, just bye.
Yeah. We have that option too.
Yeah. I have no issue cutting you out
well, why would you? That's the rules of the internet. If you irritate anybody enough, they just block you and whatever. You don't get to interact anymore.
Yeah. There's this guy. If you guys are lonely, this poor kid. He's a ginger, and that's not why I'm saying poor kid.
To be descriptive, he has red hair.
Yes, just to be descriptive. Okay. He has red hair.
Now, is it like Bozo the Clown red or
no.
a nice red?
It's a very
sensible red.
Yes, it is a sensible,
like a wubby red, maybe
little slightly darker than a wubby red.
Okay, yeah, wow, yeah, that is some reasonable ginge.
And he has a little boy haircut.
Okay, right.
And he's
why are we talking about some guy?
Because he's wearing a suit and he's got flowers. He he rented this gigantic electronic billboard that stuck his picture on and says, "Date me."
Oh, wow. He's going Billboard
and
mode.
says, "Take me out on a date."
Okay.
At mail.com.
Right.
So he said he's been single for the whole 23 years he's been born, and he wants to find someone. He wants to know what it's like to go on a date. And
is he looking for a boy, girl? Doesn't matter. He goes any direction.
He says he's ready to find someone to hopefully be in a relationship with. Doesn't say male, doesn't say female, doesn't say...
Not very specific.
No, he's not. He's probably just like, can somebody please just touch me?
Well, hey, you have to like try to do something or other. Yeah, he's good looking enough to where somebody will call him.
Yeah.
For sure.
So I want to know like what the problem is why he's so undateable.
What do you mean?
Well, 23 years, you haven't had a date. No girl has even given you like a pity fuck, nothing?
Well, some people have a hard time talking to other people. I don't know if you've noticed this ever.
Yeah.
I know. Some people have a hard time. They don't know how to like engage in any kind of friendly banter that may lead to some loving.
Anything.
Well, they just don't know how to do it. Especially like a 23-year-old. Who knows? That dude could have been like just indoors all the time. He could have been in indoor. Obviously, dude's got red hair. He can't be out in the sun.
Hey, baby.
Right.
I play video games, right? Yeah. League of Legends is my jam.
I don't understand. I have been an Amouranth tier 3 subscriber for 46 months. I mod her Discord server, and I don't understand why I've never met anybody.
I really hope things are going better for her, like at last, because she seems very nice.
Right.
And she's very pretty.
Yeah. Amaranth's a streamer.
But now it's like I feel bad saying that I think she's really pretty, because now I'm like, I feel bad.
What do you mean? Well, yeah, because she was in a bad situation.
She's in an abusive relationship.
Right.
Like he made her dress like that and have her boobies out all the time and stuff like that.
Well, just where's my money? Pimp style.
So
Iceberg Slim, just straight out of it, pimp hand and all.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get weird and aggressive on you. And hey, you're missing out on an opportunity. Where's your content today? You haven't had a post on Instagram.
Why are you the ones farting in jars? Why aren't you the one?
You only streamed for 6 hours today. I think that girl streamed like 60 something hours. It was some ridiculous number, 80 hours a week.
Yeah.
Like you're live on a camera for 80 hours. And then anytime you looked at her Instagram or anything like that, she would have like a whole set of photos, different shit.
Yeah.
And probably OnlyFans. She has probably new content. I do not know when she slept.
She said sometimes he would only let her sleep like 2 hours.
Wow. And that's mostly with just words. I mean, literally, like there are people, they have that happen to them where they're going to get literally beaten up. Like they're being trafficked.
Yes.
And then in almost a situation like that, he just manipulated her just with his mouth.
Yeah.
And that's most pimps. It's kind of the gig. You know what I mean?
Anyway, I hope she's doing better.
I don't know. She's streaming.
Sorry, I mean, everyone's like, why are you getting so serious? You guys never talk serious. And sorry, that was all my fault.
Well, I don't know. You could go look up Amouranth so you could check out what we're talking about. And then you go, oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Thank you for talking about her.
She's really pretty, though.
It's worth checking out.
Yeah. This woman, she got a fucking pussy infection after having sex with her husband because she didn't know he had a penis piercing and she was allergic to cheap metals. Okay, let me ask you this.
What's a cheap metal?
No. Are you one of those couples that waited until marriage to have sex or do anything? Because how do you not know this guy's got a fucking dick piercing until you marry him?
Right. Okay. And what's
how do you not know? Have you ever fucking looked at his dick? Ever?
What did he have in his dick that was somehow, because like stainless steel is stainless steel.
Oh, I don't.
It's like surgical steel. They use that to operate on people, for crying out loud.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was like fucking.
I mean, are you just
like
being
aluminum
cunty?
or
You're just being cunty, aren't
not
you?
me?
No, this person.
I was like,
you're not
how?
the one that was allergic to a dick piercing at all. No,
right?
Negative. You haven't seen a dick piercing you didn't like.
I'm still in disbelief that she didn't fucking know he had a dick piercing until she fucked him. Her husband, she fucked. So, was it your wedding night?
Well, maybe he was a seaman and he was out on tour for whatever they do with other seamen. Came home with a whole Jacob's ladder.
The gargle.
Right? Like he had it going from nip to tip. Whole way down. Ribbed.
The Jacob's ladder.
I think that's what it's called.
I think it is.
Where they got it all the way down the shaft. From head to nut.
Right.
Right.
That
seems really constraining. I mean, like during growth and non-growth situation, I mean, I would have an issue. I would have a real issue with that. Like whatever was pierced in there, okay, when it's nice and hard, but great, that's one thing. But then it's when not hard. It was ping, 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 ping. I'm just gonna have a stack of fucking piercing.
Yeah, or it's just gonna be it's gonna weigh it down, and it's gonna be like jelking yourself without even jelking yourself.
Jelk it. I think it's just gonna suck it all together, and it's gonna want to rip out because it's gonna be constantly rubbing on each other.
That's why you need to get some sheath underwear. They got the pouch.
Yeah, no. It's instead of worrying about one piercing catching on your underwear at some point.
You've got 9.
Yeah, I mean, you're just trying. I just had to pee really bad, and I just pulled it down in emergency style, and right,
you caught a couple
beans and franks came right out all together. Like a cat toy.
There's this art installation that's out. It's called The Audacity.
Right.
And people are like, yeah, you go, girl. She turned every unsolicited dick pic she's ever received into artwork.
Yeah. We've seen people do different things with, What did she make?
Huh?
What did she make? What did she make out of her art? What did she make?
Paintings, drawings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just, I don't know. I just think it's funny.
It's a lot of Wang art.
Well, hell, yeah. No.
Any costumes?
Not that I've seen over so far.
Really? We keep telling people if you dress it up, at least you're going to be remembered as the guy who dressed up his dick.
And
just saying.
I do have a friend that, I haven't talked to in a long time, but I've seen now 3 costumes that he has sent me on his Wang.
Right. Oh God, yeah. She's doing the whole, a little sketchbook. And she's working on her fucking sketching at the same time.
Some of them are paintings though, like some of them are different mediums, but mostly.
Well, it's almost like having an art model at one of like 𝓚𝓲𝓷𝓴𝔂 Artelier classes, you know what I mean? Where you have a naked model hanging out there.
You just
get them for free.
I mean,
I think she's kind of encouraging dudes to send her more. Really,
well, of course. Then why not? Then I mean, I could send her an entire file folder.
Well, she's going to be getting a lot more because
I'm sure of it.
And dude speak, if you're painting and doing little drawings in detail of other dudes' wangs when they sent you their wangs, and you have done this to every wang you've ever gotten, like not only do they know you saw it, but you fucking saw it. And you studied it. You studied my dick.
Every little detail.
She's doomed. She is doomed. Her battery's going to be so dead after all of the notifications she gets. Really? Does she even know what she's done to herself? Does she realize?
I don't know. Maybe she outsourced.
She brought it on herself now.
She did.
Now she only has herself to blame.
It's okay.
We're victim blaming now. Isn't that awesome? But she will get more, like, it'll definitely ramp up. You know, just
like dicks are her muse.
Right. It's not right that it'll ramp up, but, you know.
Maybe it is.
It will.
Maybe it'll push her career even further.
Well, it's definitely push her career further. I was built on dick. I was built on I
built this city.
Really? On unsolicited dick. I didn't ask for this dick. It just was thrown at me. when life hands you wiener,
make art.
Make a wiener pie.
Make it work for you.
Right.
All right, everybody, we're going to get out of here for the night. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, day, month, trip, shifts, whatever it is you're doing, errands or whatnot. Do you have anything for me, SE?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we're getting closer and closer to going to a different studio. So we will let you know when that happens. And yeah, I don't know. I guess that's it. Kiss and hit price. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye.
I like tacos and burritos.